Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So where we stopped in the last session, what we discussed. What we discussed in the last session. Let's go to our environment. Let me open our workspace folder in Jupyter. Jupyter notebook. Last session we discussed about some of the list methods, right? Some of the list methods we discussed. So there are some methods pending only. Let's go to the list. So how many methods we discussed? Up to pop. So we can find the methods inside the class DRF list. So up to here we discussed it. The next one is like remove, reverse, and sort. It's also there. Okay. Now let's go with our next level discussion. I have some data. Okay, that has 22, 33, 44. Okay, 1, 2, 0, like this. I have some data. Okay, now inside this one, okay, I want to remove data dot remove. Remove is the member or not? Yes, my remove is the member. If it is not a member, what exactly the output you can get it? Remove one is not an attribute of what? Of a list object or not? Okay, list object has no attribute. Remove one. List object has no attribute. Remove one. This kind of error you can get it. Okay, now just you can call this one data remove. Whenever you call it, okay, now say this, take exactly one argument. Okay, what is that argument type? Okay, for example, if I write like this, now see list remove x, not in the list. Okay, this particular one not in the list. For example, if I write like 12, okay, 12 in the list or not? 12 not in the list. If I write like this, okay, if I click on this one, now if you observe this data, now the 12 removed or not? Okay, it means remove takes maximum one parameter, which is used for what? Remove the element from the list or not? Remove the element from the list. If you observe the pop and list difference is what? If you not mention anything, the pop always removes the last element. If you want to remove in the middle, you can give the index, okay, not the element. Okay, if you give the index, based on the index it's going to remove that element, or based on the index it's going to remove the element. Understood? Or okay? Agreed with me, or that
Yes,
is
sir.
the remove. Okay, what is the next one now? What is the next one now? Reverse also there. Okay, this is my data, right? Okay, now data dot reverse. Okay, if you observe here, reverse is the member. It's like a function. Can I call it? Yes, can call it. If you come here, it is not okay, gives me any error. If you observe the data, now see this, whatever the content is there, that is like in the reverse order or not. Reverse take maximum how many parameters if you want to check? Okay, here see reverse take no arguments one given. That means it is not take any parameter or not. So reverse is like what? It's a method. It's not take any parameters. It's not take any parameters. Understood about the reverse? The next one is like what? What is the next one? Sort. So data dot sort. Data dot sort. Data dot sort. What is the sort type? It is a function. Can I call this one? Okay, if I call it, okay, there is no error, nothing. If you observe here, it is like what? 6. Small to big. Okay, it is like returns me small to big order or not ascending order it returns. But my data dot sort to take how many parameters you can find it first. My data dot take how many parameters take at most two arguments or not. Take at most two arguments, yes or no. Okay, so that you given like what. Okay, take at most two arguments. You given like how many? Okay, these many you given, five you given. So that it's take like two arguments only. If I write like this, then what happened you can see. Okay, no position arguments or to take no positional arguments. Now if you come here, if I write like this is one option. Okay. Now which order you want me to give? Okay, like this, there has some order, right? At most two arguments for given, maximum two arguments. What kind of arguments if you see data dot sort? Okay, reverse is like false. Okay, some order, it's like a ascending order or descending order you have to mention, right? Ascending order or descending order you have to mention or not. Okay, that information you have to give it. That information you have to provide. Now data dot sort. Now if I write like this, sort take two positional argument. Okay, for example, if I give like something like the strings, what happens? Now here also you can take like string. Take at most two arguments, three given. Okay, there are two arguments. What the first one and second one. First one is like an order, and the second one is like from where you want me to take the index. I guess. Okay, let's check in the internet. It's not gives me proper message. If you write like this, here he said like at most two parameters. So that at most means maximum two parameters. So this take at most two arguments, three given. If I remove this one, it should like what? Okay, has to give some exact output. Okay, exact error, the type of. Okay, what is the type of the document like that? But here, okay, we don't get any proper. We didn't get any proper. Okay, output. See here. Here, if you observe, sort take no positional arguments, he said. It's take no positional arguments means maybe it's take like a keyword arguments or something like that. Okay. Now, if you write like this, okay, here, reverse is there, right? It's like, if I write like this, what happened? Okay, here you can see the data. If I write like this, false. Okay, there is nothing, right? Okay, it is taking one reverse parameter. Okay, let me check the internet. Okay, list based on the error message, we are not able to find exactly what parameters you need to take it. Just looking for Stack Overflow. If the Stack Overflow is the direct answer, you can get it most of the times. If the Stack Overflow is not there, then that's okay, fine. Now it's take like reverse true or false. Another one is like it's like a function. You could maybe compare and comparator like that. Now we can take this one. My key is like sort second. Okay, this is the one sort second value where of one. Can we run this one? Copy this one. You can from here directly you can copy paste. Yeah. Now I have this function is there. Okay, I can take like fn. It's the same one. Okay, he is taking what val of I. Okay, val of one. One means it's like a index. You can say first index like that. Now here what he did. Okay, he take one list, contents list of some tuples. Okay, now my list one. Okay, dot sort. My key equals to sort second. Okay, that means in the second one these may be sorted. Okay, print this one. Okay, this is another one. You can give it. Now if you run this one, now what happened in the tuple? Okay, this one only sorted or not? Okay, second value if I sort one first, after that one two, after that three three. Okay, for example here, okay, zero. Okay, here one. Okay, here nine. Then the time output should be what? Okay, first one based on which one you are going to sort based on the first value, right? So here first based on the second value, sort second value of one means this one. Okay, value of one. If I sort this one, this one, this one, this is the first one, and this is the second one, zero. Okay, that means this one two is the second one, this is the third one. For example, based on the first one, if you want to sort it, first 0 2, after that 1 3 and 9 1. Okay, there is no change. Now if I run this one based on the first, okay, 0th one, if I sort then the time you can get like what? 0 1 9. Okay, this is the. Okay, so it's take not positional parameter, it's take like a positional arguments, it's not taking. Whenever you get this kind of error, okay, you have to remember this one. Now if you come here, we have a list sort is there. List sort is there. Yes, it is 100% valid syntax. If I write like this, sort 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma like this, then the time you can get the error like this, take two arguments at most. Now if I remove this one, okay, he said like two, so that I set to two only. That time take no positional arguments. Okay, whenever he said like no positional argument, there may be chance of what? Okay, how many types of parameters we have? One is like positional arguments, next one is like keyword arguments, the next one is like default arguments, next one is like variable length arguments, next keyword variable length arguments, like this multiple. Okay, multiple values you have, right? Multiple arguments we have. Okay, now sort take no positional arguments, sort take no positional arguments. Now if you come here, if it is not take any positional arguments, then that is simply you can do sort how it is looks like. If you come here, sort, you can see the key something and reverse some value. These are like what? These are like your keyword arguments or not? These are like your keyword arguments. So that those two arguments are like what? Your key and this one. So you can mention those two. My key equals to something like this, and my reverse equals to reverse equals to something like this. Now if you come here, if you come here, syntactically how many parameters is going to take? Two parameters. Okay, how many are like, how many? Okay, that means the keys are like what? One is like a key, another one is like a reverse or not. Okay, now we here the values you can give it based on your requirement. Here true or false, here the key is like a function, you can use it. Okay, if I use like a function, okay, here, okay, based on your requirement, just from this particular tuple, from this particular value. Okay, that means if you see here, it is going to give like a first value. It is going to, okay, this is my first value, right? Okay, so the first value go to this. From the value it's taking like what? Okay, second index value 2. So based on that one, okay, they are going to reverse or not. Okay, 2 3 1. Okay, which one is like least, which one is like highest? Based on that one they are going to take it. Understood? Now if I take this one, now come here. If I take this one, if you come here, here also my list one dot sort. Okay, here key is like a sort second only. Now if you come here, value of 0. Okay, this is the one, right? 1 second, huh? Yeah, I'm back. Now here what you did, sort monkey equals to sort second. This is like a normal function only, and the reverse is like a true, and one more keyword argument they added. One more keyword argument they added now. Now here the difference is with print my list. This one is like this printed. Now if you observe sort second, first time first value go to this. Okay. Now you can write again so that you can easily understand. Can I copy this? Can I keep here? This is my val one. Okay. Done. Now can I copy this and come here. This is my val one. This is my val one. Okay. Now if I run this one, if I run this one, then what happen? Go to first sort second method. This is my sort second method, right? Okay. It is a function, so that first he called by passing the first value. Okay, this is my first value. Okay, here the first value is what? Val of 0. Val of 0 is nothing but the first value it's going to take. First value it is going to take. Okay, first value is like what? 0 1 9. You can take it. Okay, here this is like which order? 9 1 0. 9 1 0. It's like a descending order or not? For example, if you remove this one, then what happens? Now the same val I'm going to take val 2. Okay. Now can I copy this one? Now here I'm going to write like val 2. Here val 2. Just I want to make it like reverse false. By default it's like false only. I want to make it like reverse is like false. Now if you come here, okay, 0 2, okay, 1 3 and a 9 1. Now you can see the difference. If you not mention, or if you mention reverse is like false, it is like which order? Ascending order. Okay, small to big. Okay, first values are like what? Okay, 0. Okay, here so you can see 0 1 no 9. Okay, which one is the least one? Okay, 0, after that 1, after that 9 only. Whenever you use like reverse is like true, reverse is like true. The values are like in which order? It is like a big to small. It is like big to small. Okay, 9 1 0. 9 is the big one. Why it is considered 9 1 0? Why not 1 3 2? Means in the sorted function, just I added like what, val of 0. Val of 0. I'm using like first one only, not the second one. I'm using the first one, not the second one. Understood? All are okay? How the sort is going to work? Okay, if you not mention anything, if you not mention anything, then what happens? If you not mention anything, okay, val 3, you can say this is value 3, val 3 here 10 I added, okay, okay, 19 or whatever it is, val 3 dot sort. If I do something like this, okay, now see my val 3, okay, now 0 to, okay, 19 3 comes here, and 9 1, 9 1. If you not mention anything, it's like a ascending order, it's like placed or not. Okay, if you want to check, double check once, okay, here for example I added like 20, okay, here I added like 20. Now your expected stuff is what? The expected value should be what? The expected value first 9, the next one is like 19, the next one is like 20. That means if you not pass anything, then the term is considered like what, first values in the ascending order or not. If you want to customize, if you want second one, or if you want okay, big to small, okay, then the time you can go with what, keyword arguments or not. One is like keyword argument is like what, key sort second or whatever it is, it's a function. And the reverse is like true means descending, big to small. Reverse by default false only. If you mention false also, it's like a ascending, small to big. Okay na? All agreed? Can I go with the next one? Go to notebook, select, and tuple. Yes. Okay. So how we can create the tuple? Everyone knows. If you want to represent multiple values in a single variable, then you can go with the tuple. So the syntactically how we can create the tuple. Okay, for example, my val1. If I write like this, okay, see my val1, it's created a tuple. If you want to know it is tuple or not, you can find the type. This is like a tuple. Okay, the next one is like what? Val2 equals to, okay, tuple object you can create. Now if you come here, val2, now if you see this, it is created like a tuple or not. It's created like a tuple. Sorry, it's created like a tuple. Okay, okay, everyone, same like list. Either you can create a tuple like this, either you can create an object for this particular tuple. Now val3 equals to some values. If you want to place, if some values, some elements, if you want to place, you can place like this. Val4 equals to, if you want to add some elements, okay, while calling the tuple, just you can add, okay, 1 comma 2. If I add it, what happens? Now it gives me like what, tuple expected at most one argument, at most maximum one argument only. That the reason, don't put like 1 comma 2, just you can add like a 1 2 like this. Val3, it's like a only one value, that is the tuple. Val3, the value is what? Okay, val4, the value is what? Okay, with some elements you can define like this simply, or with the elements you can create an object like this also. Both are okay. Understood everyone? Agreed? Wow. Okay then. What is the next one? Val 5. Val 5. Just I want to retrieve the data. Retrieve the data. Okay, how we can val 3 of 0 of 0. Can I? That means by using index I can do it or not. Val 3 of 1. Yes, using index we can do it. Val 3 of 44. Okay, can I do it like this? Now see, name. Okay, where 3 is not defined. First of all, here on it's failed or not. Why? Because where 3 is not there. Val 3 we have. Okay, so that val 3 44. Now if you come here, tuple index out of same like this only or not. List also. Okay. Now this is one way by using index. Another one is like, for example, val of 5 is equals to 1 comma 2 comma something like this. Okay, there has some values are there. Okay, now if you want a part of a tuple, then that time can I go like this? It is a kind of what? It's a kind of slicing or not? From 3, if you want to starting, yes, from 3 0 1 2 3, from here you can get it. Okay, 3 5 in between only, if you want to, you can get like this or not. Okay, now 3 and 8. Okay, then the time you can get like this or not. If you want to give the step 1, okay, that means the difference between this index to this index gap is 1 only. Okay, this index is 3 and 3 4 1 only, the gap or not. 43 3 gap is how much? 1 only. If you want some step like 2, then that time you can see this 3 and 43 gap is like what? Okay, there has starting his year ending his year, the gap is like this one or not. Okay, the next one is like 43 to 43. Okay, the next index is not there, so it is nothing but it's a step, same it is working as a split only. Another way is like for val, okay, in tuple val 5 you can print v or val or whatever it is. Okay, whatever it is. Now, if you come here, okay, you can see all the values, you can retrieve it or not. By using for loop also we can do it. Understood? Okay, so this is my val 5. Val 5 of 0, okay, of 3 for example, val 5 of 3. Val 5 of 3 is a 3. Val 5 of 3 equals to 300. Now, if you come here, tuple object does not support to the item assignment. That means it's not allow you to do the changes or not in the val 5. It is not allow you to do the changes. If it is not allow you to do the changes, once the reference with some value created, that behavior, what we can say, it is not allow you to do the changes in the original. That behavior, what we can say, that behavior we can say like what? That behavior we can say like what? That behavior we can say like a immutable or mutable. It's like a immutable nature or not? Yes or no? So my tuple has immutable nature. So now tell me how many members are there in my tuple class? How many members are there in my tuple class? If you observe here, there has only frequent user members are like 2 only. Why? Because it is not allow you to do the some changes. Okay, that's the reason. Append is not there, insert is, index is not there, pop is not there, remove is not there. That kind of okay stuff is not available. Why? Because it is not allow you to do the changes or not. Okay, now val 5 is this one. Now we have the count. First of all, count is like what is the type? Okay, now if you observe here, my count is like a function or not. So you can call this one, you can call it. Okay, count take exactly one argument 0 given, so exactly one argument. So can I pass like one argument? He said like exactly, no need to check. Okay, now I'm going to add like 43. Okay, 43. I'm going to add like a 43. Now if you come here, this is the one. If I write like 43, if you come here, see this 4, what you can understand here, okay, in the val tuple, okay, can you count to 43 how many times it's like occur? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 times it's like 4 times it's like repeated or not, so that the count is like 4. Okay, if it is not there, okay, if it is not there, then the time my count is like what, 0 or not. If it is not there, my count is like 0. So, okay. The next one is like what? Okay, val5 dot index. Val5 dot index. Okay. Now I want to find the index. For example, I added like okay, like this. Now index expected at least one argument. So can I add like one argument like this? At least one argument, at most I don't know, right? So that can I write something like this, some random values. I can come to know at most how many. Index expected at most three arguments, so that okay, at least one, at most three, so that maximum three, minimum one. If I write like this, okay, if I write like this, now if I run this, now if you observe here, index of 2 is like what? Index of 2 is like what? 1 or not? Yes or no? The next one, if I mention like a 3, okay, now it gives me tuple index x not in the tuple. Why? He said like x not in the tuple means he is looking for the 2, okay, from which index? From third index, 0, 1, 2, 3. From here to here, if I looking for this, okay, my 2 is not there. That the reason x is not in the tuple or not. For example, if I write like this, okay, 43, 43, now, okay, 43 only can write it. Okay, 43 can write it. It gives me the 43 multiple times repeated. But here, the first occurrence is what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that it gives me 4 or not. If I write like this, 6, it is looking for 43 from the sixth index. There are not there. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From here, 43 there or not there? Yes, there. That the reason. Okay, it's showing like this. Okay, 43 is there from the 8th index. There are not there. It is not there. So that x is not in the tuple. 8th index means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From the 8th index. Okay, this is not there. Understood, everyone? Tuple index is not, okay, x is not in the tuple. Understood? Okay, this is the way my count is going to work. Okay, if you want to give third with third element also, okay, 7 comma 8. Okay, the 43 is there or not there? 7, 8. Okay, starts with 7, ends with 8, means 7, 8 difference is 1. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 starts with 7. Okay, the difference is how much? 1 only. So that this is the one. So 43 I'm looking for that. So 43 also there. So it gives me what? That index of that particular element. The index is what? So, okay. So these are the two methods inside what? Inside the tuple or not. Okay. No? What is the next one? The next one. The next data structure is what? Can I go with the set? Can I go with the set? In the set, how many members are there? In the set, how many members are there? In the set, these many members are there. In a set, these many members are there. Each and every member we can see. Now by seeing this method, by seeing this method, my set is like a immutable or mutable nature. My set has mutable or immutable nature. Count,
Immutable.
remove is there. It's like a, is it allow you to do the change or not? Is it allow you to do the change or not? Couple is not allow you to do the change, so that it's like a immutable nature, right? It's not allow you to do the change. Here, by seeing this one, it is allow you to do the changes or not. Yes. Okay, so that the set is like which kind of nature? Yeah, it's not allowing means immutable. Allowing means mutable. So this is what? Mutable or immutable? Pop or remove. Yeah, it's like immutable nature or not. Yes or no? Okay, immutable means not allow you to do the change. Mutable means allow you to do the change. Okay, na? These things we'll see in the next session. Okay, if you have time, just go through this one and try to do something from your end. How many arguments it's going to take? What is the functionality? All this stuff. Okay. Okay then. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining.